Okay, so this is this week's video. Been doing quite a lot of work on a little bit on the rear and some more on the inside, which I'll show you shortly, and the door card and various other bits and bobs audio wise. Basically I've been working on some of the shaping here, getting that sort of relatively straight there, and the other side I've had to cut into, come down here, cut into this section here. The whole thing was too far out before, so I've cut it, put it back into shape, and it's now roughly the right kind of position, and now it just needs basically to be done properly and get the right shapes. As I say, it has had some rain showers and things, so it's been a bit of a nightmare, but the shapes are definitely getting there now, a bit better than they were. Not fully there yet, but you get the idea. Also we're doing some filler passes on these areas, all inside here, a little bit on the rear tail light bar, just trying to get the shapes right. A bit on the tailgate itself, I haven't had a chance to flat back any of this yet at all, but the shapes are getting there now a little bit. Same as this side, basically just bolstering it up to be the right shapes, and then I'll make them as symmetrical as I possibly can. That's the idea. So inside, I'll show you. So you'll notice the door card's off. I'll show you the door card in a minute. But basically this is having two 6.5-inch component speaker sets in here, with a tweeter in there and a tweeter on the dash. I think that's the idea, we'll see. But basically I'll show you the door shortly. Been doing some work on the interior, getting rid of some of the sticker bombs still here. Most of it's gone now on the dash, obviously not that side because that door doesn't open currently at the moment, but you can see I've basically been sort of taking stuff out, various bits of trim and the top glove box, which is now not going to be a top glove box anyway. It never really was. It did have a screen in it before, it didn't really work, so I'm ditching that. But I'm taking all the trim panels out, getting rid of all the sticker bomb, and basically smoothing them all out to make it look nicer. Getting rid of the flip paint, which I was thinking about leaving it in, but I'm not going to leave it in now. So it's one of those things. It's going to look nicer in a different colour, I think. This side. So anyone who saw the previous video, or one before that, I can't remember which one, the trims and things had all been made in cardboard, just to basically make it the right kind of shapes. Now it's been fiberglassed. The trim, there's still been removable, these trims, it's just that they obviously are on at the moment. Should be quite good. I've got to do some more fiberglass inside the box where it's had the steel bracing and a bit of wood bracing up the top there. There's still some more bracing to do inside here from front to back, which I haven't done yet because I've got the subs in. Obviously only 3 have come back out so far. I'm basically making all these sort of beauty panels basically to make it look nice, and all this obviously will be flattened back and everything else eventually, but you get the idea. Should look quite good. Onto the door card, which is over here. So door card has had a layer of fiberglass underneath this whole section here, then it's dry. That whole piece has been bolstered up because it's like a 30-year-old card, so it's not the best, but that's had a full layer of fiberglass underneath there, underneath the whole piece. Now it's had fiberglass also on the top, and also the speaker rings with stretched t-shirt basically over it, 2 6.5-inch component speaker sets there, and obviously this will all be nicely smoothed in, so it'll look quite nice, and that should be good. I'm using the original handle here and the handle there, so that fits in quite nicely. The window switches normally go there, but they're being moved. They're going to come over here somewhere, I think that's the plan. Not 100% sure yet, to be fair on that, but I'll get that somewhere. And obviously this will all blend in and look nice and look quite tidy. Plus there'll be some interior lighting, a bit of ambient lighting in there, same as the dash and everything as well, so a bit more up to date. This is the trim piece from inside centre console. So it's got a double DIN head unit space. This won't be there, there'll be a tablet there I think probably eventually. I've ditched the clock, don't want the clock anyway. I've ditched the cigarette lighter, and there's like a little mini vent thing there, I've ditched that. The heater controls go there, and then there's 3 buttons down here that do various things, but I don't need them because they're just blanks. So I've ditched all those, fiberglassed over the top. Obviously this will all be filled and smoothed in, all flatted back, get rid of all the flip paint and everything. And obviously there's a heater vent goes in there. But yeah, everything's basically there. I've had to fill a hole that had a little hole in where someone put a cable in for a rev counter years ago when I bought it. It looked rubbish, but so I got rid of that. Oh, I've also done as well, I forgot to mention, back over here, got rid of the 2 gauges. There was a volt gauge and an oil temperature gauge there, which didn't really do anything, didn't work anyway, so I'm ditching those 2. I'll probably put 2 more gauges in there, probably a couple of voltmeters more than likely. Also I've taken off this section. This was all smoothed in already, but I've just got to redo that a little bit because it's a bit dodgy now, where I'm pulling everything off. But yeah, basically that's where we are. So this week's been pretty productive, to be fair. Let me know what you think. Obviously I'll do another video. Max Power reunion shows this weekend, so I'll have a full video of the whole show of that. Keep an eye out for that one. It'll probably be about half an hour long. I'll do one every year. So yeah, look out for that one coming up on probably Monday. But yeah, that's looking good. Let me know what you think. As I say, subscribe if you want to keep an eye on things, and let me know what you think, as always.